you reckon, boys? You are not licking that. How many times I have to tell you? No, don't go back for it. Go on. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I'm going to cut those up.
Can you pass that TV remote just behind you there?
This one?
Yep.
Wow. So what are we playing, Foley?
Spyro 3.
Oh, fuck yeah. I love Spyro 3.
Hard drive?
Portable hard drive.
Good choice.
I do. What size?
Your go-to was number 2, wasn't it?
2's my favourite. That's the one I started with.
Sure.
But 3's great too. Like 3's just like, because you've got all like the mini games. With,
Yeah, different characters and stuff.
yeah. Like,
Yeah, I was late to Spyro and Crash because my first games of both of them were 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Actually, Crash 3 was the first one I played
Yeah.
out of the Crash games, and I think I've always preferred that one. That's a bruh moment.
Let us know if that's alright.
Bruh.
Bro. Try to get through this as fast as I can. Gonna try to save? No. You're not able to save your game. Save anyway. Start anyway.
Yeah, let us know if that's good.
Have you sped run this before?
Sped run?
Sped run.
Jesus.
Is that it?
You can't.
I didn't do it on camera.
You can't say sped. That's rude.
Sorry. I mean
Oh,
speed
sped
run.
Yeah.
Hey.
We're gonna sped run.
Not really. But I'm gonna try out, see how fast
See how
I
you
can do
go.
it at the moment. How are your potatoes?
They're ready. They're ready for the week. Yeah, I've been just doing a bit of meal prep on weekends because like I'm at school at the moment and it's a bit like
Yeah, you're doing
hectic.
teaching, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm doing my final prac at the moment. Got one more week,
You.
and then I'm done.
No, and then you're just at school for your lifetime.
Yeah, then I'm forever at school. Yeah.
You must love school then.
I love school. Yes. No.
I couldn't think of anything worse.
I like primary school. I just didn't like high school. So that's why I went
Yeah.
primary.
Yeah, but I don't like primary school kids, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. They're definitely not for everyone. And also they you need a lot of patience.
I do not have any.
Like you'll tell them
Let alone
something.
a lot.
Yeah, you'll tell them something and they won't do it. And you tell them again and they still won't do it. And you tell them again and they still won't do it. And that's your whole job. Just like going, alright, you gotta be doing this. You gotta be doing this. Oh, your name's gonna go on the board. You put that name on the board. You gotta be doing this. Like, it just, yeah, nothing works.
So why try?
Why try? Why bother?
Dump them all in the river. Fuck, did I say that out loud?
That's fine.
Shit. Now my intentions are known.
What's that?
Blowing.
Or the best thing is like, you'll,
Weren't you just holding a baby though? Like
that's different.
That's a bra moment. Choice.
Yeah, when we were talking about Spyro. Bruh.
I'll turn it your way, Kieran, so you can see
Yeah,
it.
sounds good. Although move the chip packet so I can. Thank you.
Can you see it alright?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Here's some fucking bread.
Yeah. Yes, please.
And some spicy peas. I like spicy peas.
Sunny Villa.
I'm so used to the remake controls.
Oh yeah.
You know, you could actually use the analog stick to
Yeah.
control the camera.
Yeah. I played Spyro 2. No, I've finished all of 1, but I haven't played the second and third of the remake. I need to do that.
I 100%ed all of them and got all trophies in about 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah,
I was
nice.
like, well, what a waste of $60.
This-
Not a waste, like, well, that $6 went quick.
Yeah. I would like, because I've got a reputation for not finishing games quickly, or like, sorry, not finishing games at all. Like,
really?
I'll buy a game, and I might get like 3/4 of the way, and then just stop, and then buy a new
you're
game.
one of those
I'm one of
people,
those
are you?
guys. But Spyro is one of those games I've 100%ed all of them, all 3 at least, the first 3.
I'm just waiting for Spyro 4 now, after Crash 4.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
Oh, that's right. Buttons. God damn. Has the remake ruined this for me?
Maybe.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, I missed gems! What's happening?
Come on. What's his name again? The fucking dragonfly?
Sparks?
That's it, Sparks. Come on, Sparks. Do your thing.
Yeah, that's it. Get your shit together.
Alright, Hunter.
Ugh. I used to be good at this once upon a time. I know.
That would trigger me so much. Every time you fuck this up and then like you go back to him, I just get so angry.
I found this egg. Coltrane. You know you hate your kid if you call him Coltrane.
Yeah, that's a terrible name. Zoe. Oh, Crash, don't lick the cheese.
Yeah, boy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm so tired.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You got her at 12?
Got her at like 11. But
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, I've been here since the start. And
that's a long
it's like, I
haul.
haven't been doing anything today. Why am I so tired?
Yeah. What time do you usually go to bed?
Like 2, 3
Oh,
a.m.
okay. It's obviously because of this gaming thing. Takes its
Yeah.
toll.
Well, I said it before, but like, it's amazing how tired you get by not doing anything because your body
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
active.
Yeah,
So
100%.
it just stays in constant like sleep mode.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been like, because I have to like be at school at like 7:30. I'm getting up like, I get up 5:30 every day.
Fuck that.
And yeah, no, I never used to, and it's just like, it's weird.
It's at 5:30 in the morning now.
Yeah, I'm
this
like,
is
what?
news to me.
What? But yeah, like I'm going to bed, like recently I've been going to bed like 9:30. I feel like such an old man. Oh, you haven't
Don't we all?
Oh, there we go.
That's me. No, that's you getting up at 5:30.
Not wrong.
Excuse me, Sparks. I heard a ding. Huh.
Is it in this one where if you hit all the shoulder buttons, Sparks points at like the nearest gems? No.
Oh yeah, it's one of the
Or is that something you get later on?
it's an unlockable you get by doing this thing here.
I have a similar tactic. If he's whinging,
Yeah, so once you beat the boss of like this world, you can go back to this home world and like do the like Sparks level,
That's right, yeah.
which is probably my favorite part in the entire game. It's
Yeah,
so
because he gets some cool abilities as well, doesn't he? Like different like breaths and whatnot.
cool. You can do extra hit point. You can point to where the gems are.
Yeah.
You can warp to any level, and he can like grab gems from further away.
Yeah, that's right. Hell yeah.
I think that's right. 4 home worlds? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to play this again. So good.
Have you seen the the like kind of newer Godzilla movies coming out in the past years?
Yeah, I saw the first remake or whatever are they calling it?
The 2014 one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I haven't seen the other one though.
King of the Monsters?
No,
One of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
it's a good one.
Oh, yeah. But I'm very biased.
Yeah,
I didn't used to be as biased, because, like, there's this thing, like, in the credits for King of the Monsters that's kind of setting up Godzilla vs. Kong.
yeah,
And there's, like, all these kind of newspaper clippings saying all these kind of titans are popping up in the world.
yeah.
And it's very...
I think I vaguely remember that when I was cleaning cinemas. Like, it's like a after credit scene, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's, like, very lore heavy on, like, all these other things.
Yeah.
So I started, kind of, like, watching all these YouTube videos and stuff, like, try and see the lore.
Yeah.
But there's only so much you can get from YouTube videos, so every Sunday, Sammy and I are watching one of the original Godzilla movies,
Yeah.
like every week. And so by the time we finish, the new one should be out.
Yeah, cool.
There's 36 of them.
For you to get through.
Yeah, we're up to like number 12.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my housemates were trying to watch all the Bond films before
Oh,
the
man.
new one.
It's a big run.
And yeah, we stopped. Like, it was so hard.
We did. We had a kung fu Saturday or Friday night.
Yeah.
We just put on like an old school kung fu movie.
Yeah.
And just like watching all the old school kung fu films. Like, they're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, with these Godzilla movies, I'm just happy that the ones we're up to now are in colour.
Yeah, the first
You made it.
two are rough, eh? Got like the old kaiju movies. They're always a good watch.
Nah, they're brilliant.
And with the big rubber suits.
Yeah,
and
the
stuff,
suit
it's like-
nation.
But it just shows, like, it's honestly, like, it's a bit of fun, but it's like, it shows you don't need, like, unbelievable computer graphics to make a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
If you know what you're doing, like, and it's like, it's exactly what it needs to be.
Yeah.
So how you been, man? I haven't seen you
Good,
in ages.
yeah. It's been a long time. Hey, yeah. Yeah, good. I'm starting to become a teacher, so I got my
cool, man.
last couple of weeks of my prac, and I'm all done. So
Sick.
yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So you got anything lined up, or how did that go?
Not exactly yet. Potentially the school I'm doing my prac at, I might be able to do something.
Cool.
We were talking about it this week actually, so potentially. Otherwise, yeah, there's like always jobs around. So once I graduate, I could actually start applying for things like for real. So yeah,
Man,
pretty
so
cool.
what kind of teacher?
Primary.
Primary.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So just like a generalist classroom teacher at the moment. Yeah, it's good. I love it. It's just so fun, and every day is different, and the kids, they're all characters. They all have their individual personalities. So yeah, it's always fun. But yeah, how you been?
Good, man. Yeah, like
Yeah.
busy. Yeah, like
Busy with the bub?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's been like, it's funny, like between him and COVID and everything else, it's just like,
Oh, yeah,
it's just
COVID.
constant, like, like there's always something happening, something going on, so
Yeah.
it's like, but he turned one last week.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, and he's just like, he's definitely like, he's just turning into like a small person.
Yeah.
And it's very like it's weird, like it's every day there's just like he does something different. Like, oh, that's new. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't done that one before. Like, so it's kind of interesting.
Starts developing all these quirks and stuff.
Yeah. So no, it's good. He's
Yeah,
like
sweet.
running around the house and making an absolute mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. Like just that and work.
Yeah, nice.
Work.
Yeah. Where are you working now?
I'm working for a mate of mine doing car financing stuff still.
Oh, cool, nice.
Doing that out of his basically out of his house. Like
Yep.
his home office.
Yep.
We had an office, but he's like got to the point where he's just like I'm paying bills, I'm paying for an office that just isn't being used. It's just used by us.
Yeah.
Like we don't bring customers to the office because we deal with like 90% of our customers are in Melbourne. So there's no reason at all.
Really, future?
So it's one of those things where we're just like, I might as well just be at home. So yeah, so he's done that. So that's good fun.
Yeah.
I got like, it's cruisy as well. I got like, I can set my own hours more or less. I can do my own thing. I don't have to worry about,
Hey, mate.
getting screwed around.
Yeah, nice.
So
This dude's...
just see in the chat.
Yeah, this dude's spinning out because, like, he's like, I've never heard more than, like, one Australian talk at once to each other. Because I think he's used to, like, Australians in American movies and stuff.
Oh,
So he's
right.
never, like heard like a group of us just talk like normally.
Yeah, it's
That's
like one
pretty
of those videos where they do that, and they're like, what am I saying? He's like, g'day mate, how you going? And he's
Yeah.
like,
It's like-
I have no idea.
He's like, talk
So
Australian. Oh, fucking struth.
You're
Like,
fine.
He's a good mate. Future Fragments.
Oh, yeah.
Making a really cool game. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
He basically gave me a leg up in the industry. With
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What does Future Fragments do?
Well, that's his game that he's working on. Future
Oh, nice.
Fragments. Yeah. Comes out next year.
What's his
Huge
name?
game. Oh well, what his internet name or like the company name?
what's his address?
So I'm not.
I do love that comment. Until this stream, I don't think I've seen two Australians in Australian accents talk to one another.
Yeah, because normally it's very isn't it?
Yeah.
I make the world worse by
Do you
putting
put a
it.
voice on? Like, do you find yourself doing it when you're talking over stream and stuff?
Nah.
Nah. Like, I caught myself doing it with my
But when I
phone.
say nah and I think about it, it does sound very Australian. When
Yeah.
nah.
No, like, it was like when I got,
To
like,
them,
when
that
I
is
had,
a voice.
When I got when I had like Siri and I was using Siri a lot.
Yeah.
I was struggling when I first struggled with an accent. Couldn't
You're like,
do it.
where the fuck's the servo? Ah!
Yeah, no. So I was like, I wanted to play a podcast.
Yeah.
And I say podcast like the Americans. I don't say like. So it was like, and it's like you go like Siri, play podcast. And you put on the American accent so I'd understand what you're talking about. It's just like,
Hey Siri, what's the
Siri,
like?
do a fucking Yui.
yeah, do a flip your shit cunt.
Do a shit can.
You guys are basically full-blown Crocodile Dundee Crash Bandicoot voice. You're not wrong.
Crikey, they're trying to steal the Crystal Wallaby.
Crystal Wallaby.
Siri, where's the survey so I can get some
what,
fucking
what's his
durries?
name? Like Didgeridoo Dingo or something?
Yeah.
Do you remember that in The Simpsons?
Do I remember The Simpsons?
No, the Crash Bandicoot.
Yes, I remember it.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the I was saying before how like when you're talking to someone that you like, you talk more aggressively, like you're fucking sick art.
Yeah.
But like when you're actually like really mad, you're like, you're an idiot.
No,
But you're like, you're a fucking dumb cunt, eh? But like you kind of mean like they're pretty alright.
Yeah,
like.
it's like the way you talk to someone you like, and you're like, it's like, yeah. It's like,
Alright, chat Australian 101. If you're
Cunt's the best thing to say to someone. I'll
it's
tell you
like
that right.
Australia. It goes like this: Australia, where you call your friends cunts and and cunts mate. Like,
Yeah.
listen here, mate.
Yeah, if you call a mate, you're in
just-
trouble.
Yeah, I've been
You're in
had a
trouble,
gutful
yeah.
of you.
hey, you call a stranger's mate and you call your mates cunts.
Cunts.
Yeah.
No, if you're in public, if you're angry, it's excuse me. But if it's like you're trying to make through, it's oh, excuse me.
Yeah, that's true.
Excuse me.
Basically a
Talking about British.
reference in the Crash Bandicoot actually got a full voice. Oh yeah, have you heard about that?
What's that?
Crash Bandicoot, he got a full voice in Skylanders. That's what Future Fragments is saying.
Oh,
And
yeah.
when they did it, he was like, "Oh yeah, this is all right. This."
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like full on Australian.
That's genius.
That's so good.
That's like, you think about it, it's like he never talks.
No, and when you see it, it's very uncanny valley.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't like that.
nah.
Hey, I'm not supposed to be doing something.
Which is weird, like, because like having him not talk is a choice. Because like Gex talked, like
Yeah,
it
but that's
wasn't
his,
like-
and
it
that's
wasn't
his
like-
quip. That's
yeah,
his quip. Is
But
he
it wasn't
talk?
like it wasn't a memory. It wasn't like, oh, we can't fit the voice acting on the memory card or on the disc. It was like he didn't talk for a reason.
No, have you played Crash 4?
No.
At the end, they reveal his voice.
Oh really?
So at the end, there's like an epilogue, and he's
fucking hate
talking,
it.
and he's saying like, "Oh, so there's somebody talking,
Yeah.
they're like, and this is all happening." It's like a very like, hell yeah,
Oh,
voice.
really?
And then it cuts to a room, and Crash is talking, and he's like, "And that's the end of the story." And then you realise that that's his voice, and that's what they tagged it as.
Genius.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, that's a fucking sick flipper. Fucking sick.
When Tony Hawk was in The Simpsons, hey Tony, can I have a word? An extreme word. And he starts shouting. He's like, "Whoa! I didn't mean extreme to the max."
Roscoe, can you hold him for a second?
Yeah.
I've got to strap him to my front.
Oh, okay. What, Michael or the baby?
The baby, I'm not strapping him to me.
Shapuppy. Shapuppy.
Shapoopy, shapoopy, the girl is hard to get.
It's funny, like thinking back when I was a kid, Spyro on a skateboard wasn't weird, but now
No.
looking back at it, it's like, why is he on a
Why
skateboard?
the
Yeah.
hell is there a dragon on a skate?
Yeah, why did they do that? Like,
Why is there a bandit
Doesn't make any
riding jet
sense.
ski?
True.
Fuzzy fish.
I guess it's just the weird things that we just don't question when
Yeah.
we're kids, I guess. Like,
It's better just not question them now either. Mother.
oh, I heard that. I heard that.
He's issued you a challenge, Ross.
I heard that one.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
He issued you a challenge. Can you beat him?
What's his name?
Theodore.
Oh, that's awesome.
But we call him Teddy, not Theo.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, say no, Theo. And I'm like, no. Not Theo.
What was that?
Bottom lip.
He's like, shut up, I'm trying to cry.
Yeah, don't butt in.
Oh, there
Too
it is.
much.
Yo.
Oh, is she making fun of you?
Oh, puppy. Oh, puppy.
Is she making fun?
I am down for anything Persona 5.
I'm working on that. I'm working on the sling. Oh, that's right.
I could make a good Persona 5 meme with that as well. I don't know what he's talking about, but
I think
I'm
it's
down
talking
for
about
anything
the
Persona
The
5.
video that they shared just there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's his when Crash speaks. Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, it's because it's on Netflix. And yeah, when Crash comes into the show, it's such a forced like I'm Australian. And you're like, cool, we know that.
That's always the way, though.
It's like, oh, didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go down another end of the house.
Oh, that's from the game. Yeah. Oh, he added slightly different voice from the game.
Didn't you already do this?
I have to do it with the time limit now.
Oh, right,
For
right.
some reason.
That's fucked. Hunter's just
there
the
you
biggest.
go, they are.
Hunter's the biggest troll in this game. He's like, oh, you did it, but you got to do it this way now. Yeah. You got to do it better.
And I have to do it without falling off. I'm like, how the fuck am I meant to do that?
Great skill and determination.
We'll see.
Positivity, positive vibes.
Positive. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers. That will help.
So is there Americans on this on the stream? Is that where?
There's a few, yeah.
It's just Americans.
So how do
Yeah.
they feel about the season finale of America? They're pretty excited about that, or?
If Trump gets in, they did it to themselves.
Oh, Stacey's
He's
on.
definitely not getting in.
Stacey's on. Hey, Stacey.
Boo, 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 boo.
I forgot the effects of the power up, though. I forget the effects.
Oh,
Oh, the Skylander.
Are you kidding?
Did you hit that one?
No!
Oh no.
Ah! And. Are you serious?
Oh, that's a big off.
Oh, that's a huge off.
Oh no, that's because I was changing the hard drive and I haven't got finished it yet. So. I haven't got finished it. Yeah.
These games ruined me. These are the first ones that I was like my obsession with completing games 100%.
Yeah.
This and Crash, it was just like
Yeah. I was
so stupid.
saying that to Foley, like, this is one of the only games I did 100%, but it was one of those things where I was like, I had to.
Just finding all the gems.
Yeah.
It's like you're literally like on a level and you're like, where the
Yeah.
It's like underwater and it's like in the corner and you're like, ah.
It's always
So
in the corner.
annoying.
I was like, I really
Always.
was spending hours just trying to like just 100% it. And then the Crash game that had 120 something percent, it was like you finished it and then if you got all the gems, it took you to a secret level underneath the level and you're like, ah. So I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
God damn it, Hunter! Why do I have to do this again?
So you guys
Can't you just give
planning
me
on
the
all
egg?
night? What are you?
I won't be doing all night. I'll be heading off soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
What about yourself? Are you going to stay?
Nah, I wouldn't get away with that.
Yeah.
So I barely got out of the house when I did, mate.
Yeah, originally I was just going to do a couple hours, but I ended up staying. Like, I got here at 5, and
Yeah.
I'll probably leave in the next half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a few comments about the election.
Oh,
really?
good one,
Love
Matthew.
political.
I'm bringing political in.
I don't think we're in
the
the season finale.
Oh, that's good to know.
I think we're on the first episode of a new season.
Oh, good
Shit
news.
is going to get really wild once Biden gets elected.
Yeah.
Guaranteed rights in almost every state. Possible civil war. That will be the theme of 2021. Yeah, pretty pretty grim.
Let's not talk about politics.
No,
But
probably
is now a
not.
good time for Bible stories?
Bible stories.
I wish I could have the brain of a person from a foreign country to hear what our American accent sounds like as a non-native accent.
Sounds very whiny.
It depends. Like,
You honestly you don't notice it. The only because like you guys dominate television and movies and all sorts of like podcast media, everything. So we hear your voice all the time. The only time it's really noticeable is when you're sitting next to an Australian
Yeah.
and we're like, yeah, like we've got that really whiny, nasally voice, and then
Yeah.
you're going up against an American that sounds like every other American.
yeah,
If we hear an American in real life, it's jarring. If we see an Australian on TV or a movie,
super
it's jarring.
yeah.
Because it's not what we're used to.
yeah, yeah. I think like because we hear, like, I don't know even what sort of American accent it is, but like most American accents, because obviously there's a few, like they seem pretty normal to us. But
Yeah.
there's still others like southern, like
Super southern ones.
like
are always-
southern
they
ones,
catch you off
always a
guard.
bit of a crack up.
Yeah. Or Boston.
Boston, yeah.
Boston. I'm not gonna try that.
But there's some other ones where, like, I wouldn't even like if I like spoke to an American, I just wouldn't even like think about it much.
Nah.
Because yeah, you see it all the time on TV and whatnot.
Well, to be fair, much how like I'm sure you guys have a ton of different Australian accents. I'm going to stop you right there.
They actually,
We apparently, so this is the thing. I was in Sydney, and I was like, and they were giving me shit for the way I spoke.
yeah.
And I was like, and they're like, oh, you sound funny. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, you got a weird accent. I'm like, I have an Australian accent, you nutcase.
Yeah, I think
But yeah,
I think our accent's a bit more like, almost like British a little bit. Like
kind of, yeah.
WA accents are slightly different.
Yeah, like yeah, that's true. Like between there, Melbourne, and Sydney, and then you've got like the ultra racism of the Northern Territory.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but yeah. I mean, it's one of those things.
Yeah, I don't think like there's much difference between like the different Australian
Put it this way,
accents.
You could put 10 people in a room from different states, and you wouldn't be able to tell me where they came from.
Yeah.
You'd be able to go, oh, you could say they sounded a little different. But,
Yeah.
Like, you'd never be able to go, that guy's definitely from New South Wales.
No.
Like, you can hear it. Like,
It would be
Tell
like
that to that Sydney guy.
it'd be like key words.
Yeah,
I think
certain words.
like palmy and palmer and things like that.
yeah, and also like we call what you
have no idea
guys
what
call
we're talking about.
swim trunks, I think.
Speedos.
We call bathers or speedos, and what they call over there swimmers
Or budgie
or
smugglers.
budgie smugglers.
Yeah.
Australia has like 20 different types of ways of saying the word cunt.
That's true.
That's also the funny thing. It's like it's not that cunt's not that jarring here. But over there, like, it's funny, like, someone says it over there, and it's like, everyone's like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
Where?
in America.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like,
It's hilarious.
That's like one of the only words that they really don't like saying.
Pop off it.
Yeah, we call soda soft drink here,
Yeah, soft drink.
which is weird.
Oh, just say I'm gonna grab a can. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's can't soft
I
drink.
don't. Yeah, well, I don't know why it's called soft drink, but
What gets me is that they call
it's the-
all lollies candy. If it's chocolate, it's candy. If it's lollies, it's candy.
Yeah,
Like,
it's always candy. Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's also strange. But then on the flip side of that, we don't call anything candy in Australia.
no.
We call chocolates chocolate, and we call lollies lollies. Like,
we don't, do we?
I never use the word candy ever. Like,
If it has sugar, it's candy. Fair.
If you-
sugar it's candy. Well, then technically soft drinks candy.
Yeah.
Or fizzy drink or whatever you.
Or
guys
even
call it.
like
pop.
even like honey. Doesn't
Honey,
have sugar in it.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. Anyway. I know honey's got honey in it, but like,
Good job,
I think
Kieran.
they add sugar, don't they? I don't know.
No, honey's 100%.
Yeah,
Honey's honey.
Yeah, all these sugar bees, man.
I'm thinking golden syrup. That's what I'm
Yes,
thinking.
you're thinking, yeah. But then, you got maple syrup. It's also got sugar in it, but that's not
Okay, if it has
That's got leaves in
sugar
it.
and it's a
processed.
solid
And it's what?
Humans are candy.
candy.
Yeah, well, okay.
So obviously, soft drink or soda
Yep.
is not candy.
No, it's not because it's wet.
What do they call it? Like, they don't call it
Fizz or pop.
Or
soda
soda.
pop.
Soda.
don't they?
Yeah,
Soda.
sody pops.
Yeah.
Soda pops.
Yeah, no, they were just talking about that's what they call like the different. We were talking about how with the Australian accent there are slight differences, but usually it's like key words mainly, like between us and say like Sydney or Melbourne.
Yeah.
But like in America, obviously, because it's a lot bigger and that sort of thing, like the accents are a bit more
Whoa, racist.
Well, he's not
so
wrong.
big.
He's not wrong. Like,
There is a level there.
We call soda breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right, so now we're gonna get into their obesity problem.
Well, so like, have you seen that documentary where they do they got like 6-year-old kids that have to get their teeth pulled out because they're just full of cavities
Jeez.
because they've been drinking Mountain Dew out of a baby bottle.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Sam, just got the Doritos and Mountain Dew in like the blender.
The breakfast of champions.
Aren't exaggerated.
Yeah, that's depressing.
I liked Supersize Me. That was hilarious. It's
Yeah.
like I'm gonna eat McDonald's 3 times a day for 30 days to see what would happen.
Yeah, well,
Why? We know it's bad for
I
you.
guess.
Most people I know
Yeah, ended up
literally
with
drink
diabetes.
soda 2 to 3 times a day. Damn. Soda 2 to 3 times a day.
Okay, is that like a single can? Or when you say soda 2 to 3 times a day, like
I guess that'd be like
how
a
much
glass.
is each one? Because
I was drinking a lot, like when I worked at the cinema, because we got free soft drink
Yeah, see, free soft drink.
all the time. Like I was smashing that stuff all the time, but like, yeah, I can't do it anymore. Like I feel guilty every time I have a Coke.
Yeah, I have to move on to the no sugar stuff, otherwise like I'm the same.
Yeah,
yeah, the novelty of it really dies down, eh? 'Cause when I
yeah,
was working at the casino, like we got the it's pretty much the movie theater, kind of like the
Yeah,
split thing.
straight in there.
And like, yeah, it was on tap, unlimited all the time, and every break you have like 5 to 6 like breaks a day, which means like 5 to 6 cups of just pure Coke. I put on so much weight so quickly. I'm like, I'm just gonna stick to water.
Jesus.
I've seen toddlers smoking cigarettes multiple times.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's Filipino shit. That is. That's like.
That just shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
I see some people drink 3 bottles, so which would be the equivalent to about 600 ml. I did that yesterday. I don't usually have that much, but
Yeah, that's crazy.
literally at the playground with a cig in his mouth. Whoa. He must have been like the kingpin. Cigs. Ah, good man.
Or a dart. Pass the dart, you
Cigs.
shit can. I think the other one's Australian.
Sig?
Darts.
Darts? Yeah, I think darts
everyone's
is.
Darts.
And darts are like borderline Australian as well, because I know like maybe 3 people who call them that.
You have to be super kind of bogan to do that.
Good old Gozzie's bogan.
How does fire hurt this guy?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like,
Oh, no, he was burning out, so I was blowing fire at him to kind of like revitalize him. Yeah,
Oh, right.
Like, next question, why is he running away then?
Yeah.
Because he's trying to get
He's
into
scared.
this big pot here.
Ah, okay.
All in due time, my friend.
In America, grabbing a kid by the hand and touching them in a way that
As an adult male.
basically one-way trip.
Guantanamo Bay.
I mean, I think that's the same here.
I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
Not in Hollywood. See, like, if you don't light him on fire, he just kind of dies.
Okay. Oh, so he wants you to follow him.
Yeah, so he can get
Right.
in here and become the sun.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
that's how, like, the universe. Oh, see, he's gonna die.
You can tell this game was made in like the late 90s /
Yeah.
early thousands because it's like got some guy with like sunnies on. That's gonna be cool. He's like, hey, look at me.
He's like one t-shirt away from being a Pepsi mascot.
Yeah.
Dropping bombs.
Did Glenn fart again?
Yeah.
Smells
like ass.
Good lord.
Why are the lights off?
They wanted mood music and
Oh.
lighting for
For
their sexual conquest.
Cute.
Jesus, Folly. I don't know. They're sick people.
well, you should know.
They're Australians.
So pretty much, I'm gonna assume that Glenn's fart was that bad to turn the lights out.
Yes.
I just
Also, dead giveaway. You aren't from America. If you ever want to pose as an American, no one has ever called sunglasses sunnies in the history of the nation.
Sunnies.
Sunnies.
That's what they are.
That's what they're, yeah.
Sunnies.
Sunnies.
Who's trying to be an American and use sunnies?
We're just discussing that. They're saying that they
We have different lingo.
yeah, we
for
haven't
things.
heard more than two
That means
Australians
language.
talk to each other before. That was just the guy was talking about it.
Yeah, he was very
We're
fascinated.
We're discussing the difference in the lingo.
What about thongs?
Thongs and
And
jandals,
pluggers?
pluggers.
Pluggers?
But you can't say thongs because they're thinking underwear.
Ah. What about budgie
Flip-flops.
smugglers?
Yeah, the old budgie smugglers.
I miss being able to call cigarettes fags, to be honest.
Thongs are only
Durries.
panties.
Durry.
I don't
Good
know
old
that.
Hey,
durries.
give us some dozzers.
Or, I need $2 for the bus.
That's a very specific dialect.
I just love. I was at Midland train station and a lady approached me and she was like, "Can I have $2 for the bus?" And I was like, "I don't have any. I don't have $2. Oh, can I get $50 for a taxi?" So you ask
Double
for
down.
$2 and then you up it to 50.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Treaties 101. You start with the 50, then you go to church.
Yeah, usually.
It's not the other way around.
No.
That's just madness.
It's like, oh lord.
Excuse me, come here.
You see those homeless people with pay pass? So I don't have calls.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I'm
Yeah.
waiting for that day to
What about
happen.
the
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for them to have the Square app on their phone.
Uh-huh.
Like you could just
Right, it's alright.
pay pass it to me.
Just pay
for
pass.
Yeah, yeah, just send me $5.
Can I have $2 for the bus? Buses aren't that much anymore. It's like, how many zones you going?
Yeah. Where are you going?
Do you have a pension card? 'Cause
You
I
just
know
pull out
it's
the map and you're just like, oh, hang on, that's only one zone. It's only going to cost you 89 cents. And Lingo was a TV show with a TV host that regularly was banging his co-host very blatantly. Was a great watch. I need to see
Wait,
that.
banging on
Like,
the show?
yeah, is that on the show?
Which part was a great watch?
Going for the shock value, yes.
I mean, that would be shocking if a television
Oh,
host just started having
so
sex with the co-host.
So,
Shades
Polly, what are you actually
has
doing?
said.
Are you doing like a quick run through of the game? Like a speed play?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oof, one zone. $2. That'd be $2 US as well, so that's like $3. Or $4 here.
Well, he gives her bedroom eyes.
Well, it's like that old host that would like, I can't remember what the show was off, but he'd kiss all the contestants. He'd like every one of them, kiss them on the mouth, and that's how ugly, and then he would kiss them on the cheek. It's
Oh,
like such a weird thing. It's like,
yeah.
These dragons have terrible names.
Claire.
Claire.
How many do you have to get again? It's like 200 or something.
151.
Yeah. I mean, surely you can come up with more interesting names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
151. They probably just went like the most popular names and then just like copy and pasted into a
It's like
script.
baby book.
Yeah, baby book.
Cleanse, fart with your explosives and turn the light off.
Short circuited the room.
2 p.m. breakfast. Ooh.
A 2 p.m. breakfast. So late lunch.
Yeah. I mean, I love like a good stack of pancakes.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with waffles either.
Yeah, or waffles.
So if you're gonna do it, so if it's this is the thing as well. If it's 2 p.m., go to KFC and you buy some boneless chicken tenders. You get waffles and maple syrup and bacon, and that's the primo breakfast.
I was just gonna do the first time world and leave it.
I mean, I think breakfast is an all-day meal anyway.
Oh, it definitely is.
It depends on when you get up.
Well,
That's considered
well, this
breakfast.
guy's having breakfast at 2 p.m.
Well, yeah, he's just said he
Hells yeah.
hasn't eaten anything.
Hell
yet.
yeah.
I love that
Wait, what's that?
KFC.
KFC.
Yes, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Wait, what do you call KFC?
Stacey, Matt, Stacey's making pancakes tomorrow, so lucky you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I didn't realize. Yeah, does the KFC have waffles here?
No, it doesn't. But like, what we do is like me and the guys when we go do it like a Mandra weekend, and we'll make fried chicken and waffles for we have what we call family dinner, and we do fried chicken and waffles, and it's always amazing. But we've done it before where we got lazy. We didn't want to make the fried chicken, so we went to KFC and bought fried chicken.
Have you ever been to Mary Street Bakery and had their fried chicken pancakes?
No.
Do it.
Amazing.
So good. It's like a stack of pancakes, fried chicken on top, an egg, and then you can also order bacon and get that on top. And then there's like they put maple syrup. They have like chili flakes. It's just so good.
Amazing.
No, I'd say Australian KFC is probably similar to USA KFC.
I don't know. KFC's not too bad.
Yeah.
The problem is like in the US, you've got like they've got so many options.
Yeah.
Like I guess the equivalent would be like I think everyone rants about how good Chick-fil-A is, but I
Yeah.
don't really want to support a company like that. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't be too keen.
When I was in America, I went to IHOP.
Yeah.
And I was like, because pancakes are my thing, and I was like, this like it was trash, but it was like good at the same time.
Yeah.
And then people always trash on Arby's, but I went to Arby's and
Yeah.
I thought it was alright. It was like cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like other American places.
Yeah, I haven't been to the States. I've
I've
been
been
to
to States.
Canada, and I went to fake Canada. I went to Vancouver.
Oh, nice. I went to Vancouver.
Just like honestly, like we went to Vancouver. We got on a bus. We drove 3 hours to Whistler.
Yeah.
And then we got there, and I was like, all right, cool. We get to like hang out and talk to some native Canadians. And the first guy I walk up to, he's like, "G'day, mate." You're like, what the fuck? Like,
What's like
I'm supposed to be in another country. Why are there so many Australians?
Yeah, I didn't go to Whistler, but we went from Vancouver. We went through the Rockies to Calgary,
Oh, sick.
and we stopped in Banff.
Oh, yeah.
And that's like little Australia as well.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
literally, like
They're all-
everyone there is Australian, and you're like, oh,
right,
hey.
all doing the ski lifts and stuff.
Oh yeah, I had Popeyes. So good. Yeah, I agree. Good chicken.
No holding.
It's your favourite. Nah.
Oh, that troll.
He is a troll.
He is a troll.
Popeyes is definitely top
Nah.
3 chicken in the USA now. There you go. Yeah, I know the Chick-fil-A like chicken sandwich like broke the country for about 3 weeks. Like,
I want to. You got to have 2 bucks.
fucking hell. I don't know anybody else that knows that reference. Me and Stace do that all the time. Anytime we're gonna have chicken sandwiches. Like, that's genius.
So I got manager. I'm trying to order a double cheeseburger and fries. Stand Marsh! This isn't working. Everyone get back in the pile. Take a dive. We don't take kindly to your... God damn it, Skeeter, shut the hell up. So, in Australia, we don't have Hooters, but they do in Japan, and God bless them, they try so hard, but there's just that much stuffing they can put down their tops.
I actually went to a Hooters in Japan as well for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird,
in,
eh?
in
I've
Tokyo.
been to the Hooters once, and I went to the Hooters in Surf's Paradise.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Brisbane.
That's right. They got them over there.
Yeah. So the old,
It was weird.
Yeah, like, I don't like. I don't. Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah.
Usually like a 3 hour, 4 hour block. But Kyle did one, I think, once, and it was.
I don't think you're missing out. Someone just said they haven't been there.
Yeah, no.
It was the original Pokemon, and like I got first.
But I have the same. I have the same mentality as when it comes to like strippers at a bachelor party. You know what I mean? Or a bucks night, as we would call it.
Mm.
Like I just don't get that mentality. I don't
Yeah,
get
no.
the fascination with it. It's like I like. You know, it's like if I want to watch someone naked dance around, the internet exists.
Yeah.
Like I have high speed broadband, and like I don't need to watch it in real life. It's
Yeah.
fine.
It does.
Like,
Yeah, I've never understood it either.
Nah.
Like people who like are like, no, you gotta have them. It's like,
Yeah,
do you? Like,
Like-
it should be about like you enjoying
Hello, Gray.
the night. Like it's
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
you.
Thanks
Like
for joining us.
if you don't
Hey,
want to have
no.
strippers, you just
No.
don't have to have them.
No.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
For what?
Like
For
a
bucks
bucks
night.
night. I never understood it. Like I like.
I don't understand the strippers, but Michael had one for his, and no one liked it.
Yeah, exactly. That's
like,
usually
it-
like.
The boys were all like, yeah,
is it
stripper,
'cause she
stripper,
looked-
stripper, stripper, and she was shit.
Yeah.
Is it because she looked like she was from Rocco?
I don't know.
Because they're rough.
But the thing
Like-
is, we went to a strip club for my hands, and I was like,
That sounds even
So-
worse.
see,
there's
oh,
nothing. There's
it
nothing
really
more.
wasn't that great.
There's nothing more unappealing than a flaccid penis. I'm sorry, but it's just.
well, that's true. And the thing is, you're about to get married. You don't want to be manhandled by a man, like
Yeah,
a stranger.
A
like,
stranger. Yeah.
I'm all for a good fun weekend of a guy stripping down and whatnot, but like when they manhandle you and they're
Yeah.
not gentle, they're aggressive.
Yeah.
Like I was at a girlfriend's and I just started seeing someone. I think it was Michael. And it could have been someone else, I don't know. But I just remember him coming up to me, grabbing the back of my head and thrusting it into his crotch, and I'm going,
Hell yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
I don't come up to you and grab your head and throw your head in my vagina. I don't need to see your penis.
Yeah.
I get it. I bet you have one. I bet you it's very nice. But I'm not interested.
Probably overcompensating.
It's
Actually-
one of those things like,
I didn't have strippers for my bucks night. What I did have though was toppies, and they were great. Cause that,
they're great.
yeah, like, cause you know they get on the action, like they have a drink, they have a laugh, like they play beer pong, and then you know they pretend they like you and stuff. But it's it's not that
But
bad.
it's fun though.
Yeah, exactly,
They're
like-
lighthearted and they're fun.
Yeah, they're
See,
lighthearted.
I
That's the
would-
thing.
I went to a 21st and there was one of each topless bartenders. They got you a drink, they had a laugh with
Yeah.
you, you know. If you thought they were attractive, they'd be a little extra flirtatious and you could slip them a 20 or a 10 or whatever. Whatever you
Five.
had going at the time. I think the dad had printed off like $1 notes,
I have
and
a
at the end
30
of the
cent
night
coin.
he'd pay them like
Whatever.
whatever they got. So yeah, it was one of those things. It was nice because they actually got to entertain you.
Yeah.
Whereas the stripper was just kind of like trying to overdo
From
it.
Rocco.
Yeah. The last Bucks party
It's
I
from
went
Rocco.
She's from Rocco.
to, the stripper like stripped down, and then like went to give someone a lap dance, which then turned into her getting a studded belt and whipping the piss out of him. and like he ended up with
Well, that's-
welts all over his back, and
Well, that's
it was
what
like-
happened at Michael's.
Yeah, it's
They
like-
poured hot wax over his favourite jeans that we
Yeah.
could never get out, and they mixed lotion in with it.
Yeah.
And I think they were whipping him with a belt,
Yeah,
and
it's
he
like-
was like, I'm really not into this.
Yeah, it's like this isn't fun.
Kyle's box night was the exact same
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, she got him down on all fours, had the kind of belt around his neck and
And he
stuff.
wasn't enjoying
I'm
it.
like, yeah, like she started hitting him, I was like, yeah.
Oh,
And then, like, she just didn't stop though.
Yeah.
So we got from like, yeah, to just
this is
Oh,
like
What is
we-
happening?
We pretty much became in silence, just like watching this chick like belt him. Like, this is fun, and he's not enjoying himself.
yeah.
And that's the thing, Michael's not a, outgoing person. He's quite shy. And all he said was, all I want is a topless waitress and poker game.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
it's like play
all
poker
I
and get
want.
fed drinks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all I want. And all his mates wanted to do was give him the best goddamn bucks night he could ever have.
Yeah.
And they ended up just like overdoing it.
Yeah.
Which,
Seems quite common.
Which is fine if that's what they want. If that's what they want. But you're making the groom uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's not great. Like,
Because,
well, I didn't even have a bucks in mine because like we and Stace we had a surprise wedding, so no one knew we were getting married.
Oh,
oh, that's cool.
So I didn't even have one. Everyone like, and then I had a couple mates of mine like, you didn't have a bucks party. We should have one. I was like, I'm fine. Right?
Did
No,
you have-
Thank you.
Did you have anxiety that like no one would rock up because they didn't know it was your
No,
wedding?
not at all. Like we disguised it as an engagement.
Oh,
basically
yeah.
See,
it
a
was
lot
like
of
an
people,
engagement party.
a lot of people
So-
go, oh, it's a family gathering, you have to be there, it's something really
Yeah.
special. Please make sure you make the effort to come.
So we basically we got engaged on her birthday in September, and then we got married in Feb. So what we did was it was too close, and people were like, oh, the engagement party's late, but we September, we finished September, we had October, and then by the time we were ready to go, just Christmas was around the corner, so we're like, well, let's just put it off.
Yeah.
So people were like, there's a few people that claimed they knew, but
Yeah.
not like
It's
there's
like,
a lot of people that
Sure, buddy.
yeah, like not a lot of people knew, and we were like, we're doing an engagement party. If you got an invite, we're catering. We need you there by 7:30 because that's when the food's being done. So you need to make an effort to get there because that's when the food's being happening. So and then everyone was like, yeah, cool, no worries. We had a couple people rock up late. Like one guy, my mate Keith rocked up. And Stacey's in a white dress and I'm in a suit. And he's like, oh, so is this like a practice dress for the wedding? And Stacey's like, oh, no, mate, we got married. Like, 'cause he rocked up like 2 hours after the wedding happened. And we're like, no, mate, this is it. We got married today. And he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, no, yeah, so it was pretty good. So, but it was way better because we did it at Mum and Dad's. And it was like in their backyard. So, like, we paid like, I think the total cost of the wedding was like probably $8,000.
Oh,
And see,
Like,
that's
and that
nice.
Yeah, and there was all food and all that stuff. And the best thing about it was me and Steph didn't have to pay that full $8 either. Like, my mum and dad covered all the food. Her mum and dad covered all the piss. And
Yeah.
and we just had to.
Decorations and the
we
outfit.
basically bought like the long strings of lights. I put big copper logs in a bucket of cement, and then we strung lights up in the
Nice.
backyard, and then it was like that, and we partied until about 1:30, and then everyone left.
And that's
Super
great.
casual.
Like,
Yeah, nice.
I would have loved something like that. Unfortunately, we had the reception paid for us.
Yeah.
So we didn't really have a choice
choice.
in what we were doing. So we got to have the ceremony we wanted. We just didn't get the reception place that we wanted.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
that it was a bad wedding. It was a great wedding.
Yeah.
It was lovely. But essentially we wanted to go somewhere where it was like out in the wilderness where we could have as many people as
Yeah.
we want,
Yeah.
eat what we wanted, and then people could go when they wanted.
felt like it.
And we didn't have any restrictions, whereas at the wedding we kind of were all kicked out at 12.
Yeah.
And I only started drinking at 11 o'clock at
Exactly,
night
yeah.
because we had our wedding dance to get through.
And
I didn't wanna
seeing
be-
everyone and doing everything.
And I didn't want to be completely blacked out while I was doing our wedding dance because we'd spent, 3 months choreographing a dance.
Yeah.
So,
our wedding went down in history as the hottest day of November.
Oh, really?
46.5
Gee, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Because we chose November, like, you know, it's starting to warm up a bit, but
Yeah.
it's not.
It's a
You don't have
nice.
to worry about rain in November.
It's usually a nice time.
Yeah, but also,
Yeah. So
I guess that's what happens when you have your wedding on the sun.
I was in a 3-piece in 46 degrees.
Yikes.
You're a nutcase. That is.
Yep.
nightmare.
And then the photographer's like, "All right, it's time for photos. Put your jackets on the sand in the sun." And we're like, "Okay."
You have 5 minutes to get all the photos.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, I don't like weddings. I find them like tedious and boring. Like, and I was like, my big thing is like, I don't want my wedding to be that. I want people just to go have fun and just drink and like, we didn't have seating arrangements or anything
Yeah,
like that.
that was the
just
best
had a
thing we
bunch of
ever did.
chairs and a bunch of tables. You could sit and eat and do whatever you want. Like, I don't care. Like, food's ready. Go and get it when you're ready. Like, and you know, we had a big buffet style thing. So.
Eat when you want, drink when you want,
Exactly.
sit where you
Like,
want,
I don't care.
sit
And
with who
like,
you want.
you know, and I spent the night just talking to people, like running around having chats and just doing it that way.
But you still found that like you didn't get to go around to all the people you wanted to because you eventually ran out of time. Yeah.
Oh, I got lucky. I was actually not too bad at that because they were like, I was like a bunch of people were sitting down and stuff. Like I didn't see the one thing I didn't do a lot of. I didn't see Stace. Because Stace is like,
Yeah.
I'm married, and then she went and started drinking and dancing, and then I started doing the tables, yeah.
See, I didn't get to speak to half the people that were there,
Yeah.
which, okay, I didn't get to speak to them, but they knew I was there. They could have come and seen me at any point.
Yeah.
But it was just trying to keep things to a schedule, and I'm really bad at that.
Yeah.
So I would have preferred something like yours,
Yeah.
where I could do what I want when I want, how I want.
Yeah.
Because that's how I prefer it.
Yeah. We didn't have it was funny even the because and I was like the wedding itself. I was like this has to be as short as possible. And even the person that did the
vows and
ceremony
shit.
and stuff. She's like, oh, do you want to add this? I was like, nah.
Nope.
She's like, want to add
Got
that?
it.
Nah. I was like, oh, well, what do you want to mention? You want to mention God? Nah. I was
Oh my
like,
god.
Leave it
I was
alone.
like, yeah, I was like, I want this to be as snappy as possible. Oh, well, you need to have a little bit, and I was like, I don't. So you
It's my
you need
wedding.
to basically say names, and you need to say, do you?
You
And I
just
say
need,
yes.
You just need to do the legal bit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
That's what
Homer
I
and Marge.
should
Do you take name?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, do take right. Here's $5 of tips.
No, that's it. That's what I like. I was like, that's what I want because I don't want people. I went to one wedding and it was in a church and they did it grand final weekend.
Oh, that's the
grand final was
worst.
on. And so I'm sitting there in the back
With your
my
phone out, watching it.
watching it, and then even the priest is like they were doing something. They were signing the register, and the priest didn't have to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And he goes down the front row to ask what the score was. And it's just
They should just in Australia, they should just ban any sort of events
Should have a
being able to
fucking
happen on
holiday
grand
for the grand
final
final.
weekend. Just leave it.
crazy. So I was like, and that ceremony went for almost 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fucking hell.
That's the bad thing about those sort of church ones. They go on for ages.
yeah.
My mom and dad, the big thing is I have to have a wedding in a church.
Oh, really?
That's their thing. I probably could. Obviously, I'm my own person. I absolutely could do it my own way.
Yeah.
But I know they'll just kick up a stink.
Yeah,
But the
is
thing
it worth
is,
the
all you need
argument?
to do is go,
Yeah.
I will get married in church, but it's the ceremony I want.
Yeah.
And you just talk to the guy and you go, dude, I want it. Your name, do I not?
Yeah.
Sign the paperwork, be done.
You
Yeah.
find someone that can wrap it and
Oh.
inexplicably
Yeah.
comes out in fat pants and starts wrapping it.
Oh, get Twister. Buster Rhymes.
There you go. It's in a
Something to
church.
do
What do
that.
you want from me?
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
LL
I did
Cool
it.
J. Who's
Yeah,
the
it's
guy
funny.
who sings Ice Ice Baby? Get him to
Yeah.
do it.
Oh yeah.
He's
That'd be
he's
pretty
alright.
good.
he's struggling for money at the moment. So
Sammy, if we ever renew our vows, let's get Eminem.
There you go. Food has been ordered. I've got pancakes and pizza coming. Very nice.
Very nice.
Kim was invited, but he was in Japan.
Oh yeah, I was invited. Sorry about that.
Invited where? Oh,
To your wedding, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Me and
yeah.
Pat were in Japan, so we couldn't go. And I just remember looking on Facebook because obviously we thought it was an engagement thing,
Yeah,
and
you're
just seeing, I was like, oh fuck, what have we done?
I went to several
How dare you have a holiday
Polish weddings
and
I
not
know.
go to an event you didn't know about?
Yeah.
long and huge, and they usually end up fucked up the next morning. A Polish wedding.
Yeah.
That'd be rough.
That's just vodka, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently an Indian wedding goes for like a week.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
and,
like-
So do Chinese ones. They
Yeah.
go for like a week because they have tea ceremonies.
But
and
they look awesome, like the
the
Indian
bride
ones.
has 7 dresses.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, I'd love to have 7 dresses. I couldn't afford 7 dresses.
Yeah.
But I'd love to have them.
I've got a couple of friends at work who are Indian, and they put up all their photos of like the weddings they go to, and they just wear these awesome like sort of get-ups. It's so cool, and like so I'm trying to like get really friendly with them, and I'm just like, hey guys, you know, when it's your wedding, you know,
flick an invite.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
I went to one and they had an elephant. I was like, oh.
Oh, that's cool.
Was it Baba?
No, it wasn't Baba.
Should have been Baba.
It should
What
have
was the other dude? Retaxas? What a great name.
That's fucking right, you idiot.
You can have a rhino.
No, they're supposed to come in either on a white horse or an elephant.
There is a lot of vodka at Polish weddings, but it's
And
usually
sausage.
the isn't it the
Designated vodka table
designated
of
vodka
people
table.
that die before the highlight of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy Witch Asians was a funny movie.
Crazy Rich Asians.
No, like it's
it's
it
a
goes
good-
through like the whole Asian
Yeah.
ceremony, and that's how I know they have like we have like 9 days of ceremony. I'm like,
Yeah. That is a good movie, that one.
Is it good food?
legit,
it's
yeah,
like-
it's
It's quite entertaining.
because it was like some kind of piss take TV show to start off with, and
Oh, was it?
then yeah, I think so. Alright, I'm done.
Yeah, I might head off now actually. 9:30. It's a good time.
I've always been a bit of a trendsetter.
Yeah, you are.
You win, Courtney?
I'm just waiting for your cue.
You win?
Yeah, I'll do the next lot.
Oh, alright. Switch
I'll
route.
go and get the next lot of
Oh,
This is so long.
I know. I just want to go. Like, I've got the what's it called? The new edition or whatever.
Yeah.
And I played like the first Spyro, but I played the other 2. I just want to go home and play that now. Which I probably will do.
Yeah, that's
No one. That's why I came in and said, let's go to people.
No, because it's 30 seconds behind.
I'm at everyone. See you on Discord.
You calling it?
Yep.
Alright.
I forgot I have work tomorrow.
Okay, I'll step in.
Good man. What are you gonna play?
Probably swim my dick.
Nice.
Nice.
Bling the
I get some
dick.
sleepy too.
Yeah.
Weirdo. Leaving early.
Let's see.
I have a baby and I'm staying. Commitment.
Commitment.
I'm gonna get home.
I'm not so bad at this.
Because it's Spyro and Spyro's gay.
I haven't played it so long. I've been so gumpy with it.
See you later, guys.
Do we have Mario Kart?
Good to see you soon.
Michael, do we have Mario Kart? Do you want to do Mario Kart, Ross?
Talk to you soon, yeah?
Yeah, that's good.
Roscoe,
Alright, see you soon.
do you want to do Mario Kart?
Yeah, we could do Mario Kart. Yeah?
What's James Pond?
Yeah, play James Pond. There's 3 of them. There's James Pond 3 and James Pond Underwater Agent.
Surely there's a lawsuit in there somewhere.
Oh, there probably is, yeah. Alright, you're gonna have to give me a minute to have a think about how I'm gonna set everything up. Because there's a bit of setting up to do.
Oh.
Yeah, pick it up a swap meet for $1. Oh no, I'm just trying to know what they have. Nope. No, I'm just trying to think what would be a.
Good night, guys. Have fun.
Night.
Night.
Get home safe.
No, just setting up the game.
14 hours to go.
Yeah, what might be a good gloomy game.
Terrible. I feel like my dad.
Oh no, I'm still terrible.
Later, guys.
See ya.
choice. Always one of those things. It's like I've got too much to look at. Like it's like.
Which one do I want?
Yeah. You can like, there's a million things on Netflix I can watch, but I'll just watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine for the 100th time and be like, yeah, let's watch that again.
Put that on the PS2 and like,
Sheila the kangaroo.
Sheila.
God, I haven't heard Sheila in a long time.
and that's not how Aussies sound.
I know.
Struth, you bloody drungo.
It just pisses me off that they put this twang to the Australian accent.
We do have a bit of a twang though. I mean, like.
There is a natural twang, but it's like,
Yeah, but we
dude,
don't
you
hear how
over-exaggerate
twangy
it.
is.
Yeah.
Like, if you weren't around us all the time, you'd
Yeah,
quite
but the
like-
Americans always have their kind of like snooty up the blah blah. And it's like, okay, well,
Oh, now
don't.
you've just.
I love the Americans because
Internet, have at it.
I love Americans, but I mean they over dramatize their accent. But in Australia, when we've got an American actor on, we don't over dramatize their accent. But as soon as anyone gets an Australian on the screen, they kind of go, let's add that real big twang to it.
Fucking twang.
Do an American accent. Start alienating Ross.
Who said that?
Stacey Del?
Plus Stacey.
Oh, my wife.
My
My wife.
wife.
You're gonna get banned,
I love
Stacey's what
her.
you're gonna
She's
get.
nice.
Play quick game, Skyrim. There you go.
Oh, Skyrim, awesome.
Over the top. Oh, now I'm gonna try and think of an American accent to. You got the New Yorker, which sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, shh.
I don't know how long that's
I
gonna
love
take.
Stacey. She's great. You done pick good right there.
Yeah.
Go back to
I'm
sleep.
assuming that she got Parker to sleep properly.
Stacey, did you get Parker to sleep properly?
The fact that she's on stream.
If so, how did you do it? Because Teddy's not going to sleep.
It's like all the minigames and shit, isn't it?
Yeah. Kind of like Mario Party, yeah.
Kill him.
Oh yeah, so I picked that up at a swap meet and I put roots on it because of the cover. Because I was like...
Fair enough.
Sure did. He was done
Yeah, and I was
completely
like,
by
"I'm not getting
8.
rid of that."
Nice.
The Newsy Boy. Oh, lucky.
Tell you what, I will do a bit of...
You say that, but at least you can get Teddy to sleep outside the house. Like, we can't do that. That's
True.
like magic. Yeah. For us, like...
See, that's the thing. We go like, oh my god, he doesn't do this, doesn't do that, and then like we hear about other people like, oh wow, okay, we got it easy.
Yeah.
Oh no, what pisses me off is the mothers
Dude,
who
don't
go,
wait for me. I'm just pissing around.
they have to sleep in complete darkness and they have to sleep in complete silence.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the child cannot get a blissful night's slumber. Like, chuck on the vacuum,
Yeah.
get some heavy metal music playing in the background, chuck up some lights, and
I will change the ticker.
tick 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 go.
Yeah, and you just changed it to Spyro.
How old is your little one?
Mine.
Yes, that's it.
3.5,
He is 3.5 months. 16 weeks, 15 weeks.
15 weeks.
It's funny, before I had kids, I never understood that. Like, oh, like, what? Just like, he's like, oh, he's 13 months. Like, just say fucking to say a year, but it's crazy how much it changes, like a month.
A week, yeah.
A
a
month,
week,
yeah,
a
it's
week.
crazy.
It's
like
so annoying.
since having kids, it's like you're like, oh shit, like I get it now. Like when they're like, oh, he's 14 and a half months, because the difference between a week is just insane. Like,
I didn't
what
like that
pisses
CD.
me off is
please insert PlayStation 6.
Can you like?
how
yeah.
old is he? 6 weeks. But is he 6 weeks to the day, or is
Yeah,
it
it's-
6 weeks tomorrow?
Yeah.
Because he
Well,
can't
maybe
have
he's
his
fucking
injection
If this isn't,
unless
I'll
he's
do it.
exactly 6 weeks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we took him in a day early.
Oh,
Yeah.
And they're like, no, come back tomorrow. I'm like, what?
It's like we ended up, because